English Rise Podcast.
Easy listening and speaking practice. Have you ever been in a situation where someone asked you a simple question in English and suddenly your mind went completely blank?
You know the words, you studied the grammar, but when it's time to speak, nothing comes out.
If that has ever happened to you, don't worry. You are definitely not alone. Today, we're going to talk about how to speak English fluently about almost anything, even if you still feel nervous sometimes. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the English Rise podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm Alex. We're so happy you're here learning with us today.
This is your easy English podcast for listening and speaking practice. So take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and let's rise together in English.
Emma, let's start with something very honest. Many English learners study for years, sometimes even for 5, 10, or more years, but when they enter a real conversation, they still struggle to speak smoothly. I've personally met learners who can understand English movies, pass grammar exams, and read articles online. But when someone asks them a simple question like, "How was your weekend?" their mind suddenly freezes. Why does this happen to so many hardworking learners?
That's such an important question, Alex, and honestly, many listeners are probably nodding right now. The truth is, most learners are not lazy. They are not bad at English. And they are definitely not lacking intelligence. The real issue is practice imbalance. Many learners spend most of their time on reading, grammar study, vocabulary memorization, but they spend much less time actually producing spoken English in real time.
Yes, and I like to explain it using a very simple image. Learning English without speaking is like learning to drive by only reading the driving manual. You understand the rules. You know what the steering wheel does. You know how the pedals work. But the first time you sit in the driver's seat, your hands feel stiff, your timing feels slow, and your confidence drops. Speaking English works the same way.
Exactly. Speaking is a coordination skill. Your brain must choose words quickly. Your mouth must form sounds smoothly. Your ears must monitor rhythm and clarity. And your emotions must stay calm enough to allow fluency. That's why speaking needs physical repetition, not just mental understanding.
So if you've ever felt frustrated because you know English but can't speak, please hear this clearly. Nothing is wrong with you. Your speaking muscle simply needs more training. And the beautiful thing is, muscles can grow.
Let's go deeper into the real obstacles that block fluency. Because once you clearly see the problem, the solution becomes much easier to apply.
Problem 1. Translating in your head. Many learners build this habit without realizing it. Someone speaks English. Your brain understands. But then your mind quickly jumps back into your native language to build the reply. Then you translate back into English. This creates a traffic jam inside your brain.
Yes, and that traffic jam creates pressure and delay. Fluent speakers don't translate sentence by sentence. They think in simple English meaning units. For example, instead of thinking a long, perfect sentence, think in small chunks. Yesterday, very busy, many meetings, but good day. Simple, natural, fast.
And listeners, please don't panic if you still translate sometimes. This is a normal stage. The goal is not to stop it instantly. The goal is to slowly train your brain to stay in English longer each day. Even small progress here makes a big difference.
Problem 2. Fear of mistakes. Now, let's talk about the emotional barrier, fear. Many learners are not blocked by grammar. They are blocked by anxiety.
Yes, I've seen this many times. A learner actually knows the correct words, but they hesitate. They pause. They speak very quietly. Because inside their mind, there is a voice saying, "What if I sound wrong?"
But here is the mindset shift we want every listener to remember. Mistakes are part of fluency. Silence is what slows progress. Every confident English speaker you admire today once spoke broken English many times.
If you are waiting to speak until your English is perfect, you may end up waiting forever. Progress begins the moment you allow yourself to speak imperfectly but bravely.
Problem 3. Not enough speaking time. The third obstacle is very practical. Many learners simply don't speak often enough. Maybe only during class. Maybe only when required. Maybe only once or twice per week.
But fluency grows from frequency, not intensity. 5 minutes every day beats 1 hour once a week. Your brain loves repetition. Your mouth loves repetition. Confidence loves repetition.
So the question is not, did I study hard today? The better question is, did I open my mouth and speak today?
Now, here is the part that should make every listener feel hopeful. You do not need perfect conditions to become fluent. You don't need to move abroad. You don't need native speaker friends immediately. And you don't need advanced vocabulary to begin.
You simply need daily speaking moments. And many of them are already available in your life. For example, describe what you're cooking. Talk about your plans. Explain your day. Summarize what you watched. These small speaking moments are powerful.
In fact, some of the fastest improving learners I've seen did something very simple. They spoke English during normal life activities, while walking, while driving, while preparing food, while getting ready in the morning. They turned ordinary moments into speaking practice. Emma, I really want to highlight morning practice again because it is so underrated. Many learners try to practice late at night when they are already tired. But in the morning, your brain is clearer and your mental energy is stronger. For example, if the word is busy, you can say, "I am busy this morning. Work was busy yesterday. Next week will be busy."
Yes, morning English activates your brain for the whole day. Even just 3 minutes can help. You don't need a long session. You just need consistency.
Here is a simple, upgraded morning routine. Step 1, wake up and drink water. Step 2, stand somewhere quiet. Step 3, take 1 deep breath. Step 4, speak 3 simple sentences about your day. Step 5, smile and continue your morning. Simple, but very powerful over time. Emma, I want to emphasize something important about shadowing. Many learners try it once and then stop, but shadowing works best when done regularly and gently.
Yes, you don't need long shadowing sessions. Even 1 minute of focused shadowing daily can improve rhythm, pronunciation, speaking speed, and confidence.
And here's a bonus tip for listeners. When you shadow, don't try to be perfect. Focus on flow first, accuracy later. Fluency grows from rhythm.
Let me share an inspiring real-life story. I once met a Chinese engineer working abroad. In his company, most coworkers spoke Chinese. So at first, his English-speaking progress was very slow.
That sounds familiar for many learners. What did he do?
He made one brave decision. Every lunch break, he sat in the international cafeteria and tried to start small conversations with foreign colleagues. At first, his sentences were very simple, sometimes awkward, sometimes slow.
But he kept going, right?
Yes, and after 6 months, something amazing happened. His confidence grew, his speaking became smoother, and his coworkers started to notice the change.
I've seen a similar story. One of my students practiced English every morning by recording voice messages to himself, just 2 minutes a day. After 3 months, his speaking speed improved dramatically.
These stories show something very important. Fluency doesn't come from one big moment. It comes from many small, brave moments repeated daily. Let's talk about something many learners forget: staying calm.
Yes, when you feel nervous while speaking, your brain actually works slower. Your memory becomes less clear. Your mouth becomes tense.
So, when you speak English, try this simple habit. Pause. Take one slow breath. And then speak.
Also remember, conversation is not an exam. It's okay to pause, think, rephrase, or correct yourself.
Fluent speakers do this all the time. Calm speaking is clear speaking. If you are a beginner listening right now, and sometimes you feel your progress is slow, please don't give up.
Fluency is not built overnight. It grows quietly through daily listening, daily speaking, and patient practice.
Follow good methods like we shared today. Speak in small daily moments. Practice shadowing. Build core topics. Stay calm while speaking. Step by step, you will improve.
Before we finish, here is your upgraded challenge, and this one is very important. Tonight or tomorrow morning, we want you to speak English for 5 full minutes. Yes, just 5 minutes. It may sound small, but don't underestimate the power of daily speaking. 5 minutes today, 5 minutes tomorrow, and suddenly your mouth becomes faster, your brain becomes more flexible, and your confidence begins to grow.
But let's make this more fun and flexible for everyone listening. You don't have to do the same activity every day. Instead, choose one of these simple speaking missions. Describe your day out loud, record a short voice diary, shadow 1 minute of this podcast, talk with a friend or family member, or explain your weekend plans in English. Pick the one that feels easiest to start. Remember, starting is more important than being perfect.
And here's a helpful tip before you begin. When you do this challenge, try to speak out loud, not just in your head. Your mouth needs training. Your ears need feedback. And your confidence grows much faster when sound is involved. Even if your sentences are simple, that's completely okay. Simple spoken English is far more powerful than perfect silent English.
If you feel shy at first, you can start privately. For example, speak while walking in your room, practice in the car, talk quietly near a window, or record your voice on your phone. Many confident speakers today started exactly this way. Quiet practice becomes confident conversation later.
Now, for our brave learners, we have a bonus challenge. Try to speak for 1 full minute without stopping. No long pauses. No switching back to your native language. Just keep the English flowing. If you forget a word, don't panic. You can describe the idea in another way, use simpler words, or say, "How can I say this?" and continue. The goal is flow, not perfection.
And here's a powerful mindset to remember during this challenge. Fluency grows when movement continues. Even imperfect speaking is building your speaking muscle. Every sentence you produce is progress. Every small effort is a step forward.
If you want to level up even more, Try this weekly progression. Week 1, speak 3 minutes per day. Week 2, speak 5 minutes per day. Week 3, speak 7 minutes per day. Week 4, speak 10 minutes per day. Slow and steady growth is much more sustainable than sudden long practice.
And we'd love to make this interactive with you. After you complete today's challenge, come back and tell us in the comments. Which challenge did you choose? How many minutes did you speak? What felt easy and what felt difficult? Your experience may encourage another learner who is still afraid to begin.
Remember, you don't become fluent by waiting. You become fluent by speaking, even when it feels a little uncomfortable at first. Start small, stay consistent, trust the process.
Small, brave practice creates big, fluent results. And we believe you can do this. If today's episode helped you feel more confident about your English journey, we would truly love to hear from you. What is your biggest speaking challenge right now? Tell us in the comments. We read every single one, and your story may inspire another learner.
And if you learned something new today, don't forget to like and subscribe to the English Rise podcast from Learn English with Lucy. Your support helps us continue creating calm, practical English lessons for learners all around the world.
You can also share this episode with a friend who is working to improve their English, because learning together is always more powerful than learning alone.
Remember, fluency is not built in one perfect moment. It is built in small, consistent practice, day by day.
Keep practicing.
Keep speaking.
And keep rising. We'll see you in the next episode.